noon para hindi
Hello. Wow, it's been a while since I've had an episode of The Dog Behind the Human. We've been very busy on a lot of stuff. So, sana you guys are up for a little bit of chit-chat. Yan. Meron nga pumasok sa room, yung pinaka-kinakatakutan ko, babae sa balat ng lupa, si Mrs. Coach. Yan. So, nandito siya ngayon. So, guys, hello, kumusta? Happy Halloween! Did you get your candy? Alright, so magkikwentuhan tayo ngayon. Let me just bring the music down. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this Halloween special. It's gonna be me and you. Pag-usapan natin yung ilan sa mga nakakatakot na mga bagay. Kung madali kayong matakot, well, join me, okay? So let's talk about that. Kung hindi naman kayo madaling matakot, well, we'll see how we can try to get you started thinking about some of the stuff na syempre may kinalaman sa aso, may kinalaman about the Halloween. Saan ba nagsimula ito? Mag-usap tayo about ano ba yung mga ilang pamahiin. Okay? So just in case na hindi nyo pa napapanood yung video ko na ginawa na pamahiin about some dogs, okay? About some dog myth na or superstitious belief na kumakalat. Until now, it's amazing. It's already 2022 pero meron pa din mga tao naniniwala sa mga pamahiin. Sinasabi nila wala naman daw mawawala. Well, kung natakot ka tapos hindi mo tinuloy yung lakad mo, di may nawala, di ba? Pero let me just play a quick preview of that video which you can actually find sa ating YouTube channel. And then I re-uploaded a video on my Facebook page. So I'm just gonna play it for you real quick.
kagatin ng aso. Ang ilan sa mga paniniwala ng ating mga kaibigan ay kagatin daw ang dila. Kinagat ko nga ang dila ko, kinagat pa rin ako ng aso. Isang scam lang pala yun. Sila nagdadasal o nananalangin.
Alright, so that's a quick preview of mga ilang pamahiin about dogs na siguro you'll find it really interesting. Yes, okay. Pero it's Halloween, so syempre dapat nakakatakot. Balita ko meron daw ginawa si Kabayan na episode about yun mga nakakatakot na stories. So I still haven't seen it. Pero have you seen it? All right. So, let's talk about dogs muna. Let's just get down to business. Nakakakita ba ng multo yung mga aso? Yan yung mga kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Okay? Tapos isa pa yung mga tinatanong sa akin is, do dogs go to heaven? Well, siguro yun. It really depends kung anong paniniwala mo. Diba? If you're Catholic, or maybe you're Buddhist or Muslim. Depende na sa inyo yun. Pero nakakakita ba talaga ng multo yun mga aso? Please leave a comment. We'll try to read your comments. Tingnan natin sino ba yun magpa-participate. And because it's Halloween, as you can see, I'm wearing a dog Coach Francis hoodie, by the way. Pero dahil it's been a while na since we last created an episode, again, we've been very busy. I'm going to give out a prize Okay, so this is a sofa cover. So on hand ito, okay, papadala natin, okay, doon sa magpa-participate ng game natin. So all you have to do is just participate in the comment section. Maybe you can say hi, ask a question. Siyempre, mas maraming interaction, mas maganda. And then you have to share the podcast, okay, live, okay. You need to share this and then make sure it's a public feed. Okay, so mamimili kami after the show. Tapos, i-verify namin kung naka-public share. Okay? Para makita naman ng mga ibang tao. And then, we are going to choose the winner. Okay? So, we're just going to give an update on our Facebook feed and also on Instagram stories. So, if you want to win the sofa cover for your dogs, okay? It's really nice, brand new. Makinig kayo and then stay in tune during the podcast tapos i-share nyo. Very important na kailangan nyo i-share. Alright? So, let's have a quick update nga pala on what's going on. So, October 31st, di ba? So, meron kasi mga ilang videos ako na tinignan tapos gusto kong i-discuss. Totoo ba talagang multo yung nakita nila? Okay? Or yung napanood nila? Di ba? So, I'm going to let you judge. Let me just share the feed right now. Tingnan natin. All right, so we found this clip on YouTube. So tingnan natin. We're just going to play. Ayan, so dito sa clip na to, makikita natin, meron daw yun isang dog. Tapos, this dog is playing with an alleged ghost dog. So we can see probably this is a Labrador because it looks black. Pero, nakikipaglaro siya sa isang parang white dog. Pero it's not, ano ba to? It's not transparent though. Okay? So it's not transparent. So, nakikipaglaro daw. So, ano ba sa palagay nyo with that clip that we just showed? Nakakatakot ba? What do you think? What if your dog was able to play with some or another dog na hindi natin nakikita? So, this was caught on the owner's CCTV. So, I was reading the comments. Sabi nilang ganon, well, maybe the dog is just really having fun and then mabuti na yon, diba, nakikipaglaro because they do look like they were having fun. So that's, I guess, what's really important then. Okay? Na yun aso ay nakikipaglaro kung totoong multo man ito. At least, nag-enjoy yun aso. Alright? Yeah. So, yeah. If you're going to check out the dog's body language, the dog is really indeed having fun kasi yun hindi naman parang nag-growl. And the body language ng mga aso, kasi when they're having fun, ang nangyayari dyan, usually they go in circles. Tapos, meron kasing exchange. So I'm actually showing you the video right now, okay? Meron kasing exchange dyan na parang give and take. So that's what's really important kung tutusin. Okay? So at least ang minulto dito, kung talagang multo man ito na aso, is yung aso. Ewan ko na lang siguro kung biglang yung aso na to ay magpakita sa inyo, are you going to be afraid? Merong comment si Mrs. Coach. Sabi niya, sabi ng mga oldies sa province, pag nilagyan mo daw ng muta ng dogs, mga mata mo, nakakakita ka daw ng multo. Totoo ba to? Joke? Nagjo-joke ka ba? Totoo ba talaga to? Okay. Sa province, well, Mrs. Coach is an Ilocana. So, siguro yung mga kaibigan natin, mga Ilocano dyan, can you confirm? Totoo ba yung pamahiin na yun? Okay. Matry ko nga. Kasi gusto ko makakita ng multo eh. Pero, kaninong muta ng mga dogs ang gagamitin ko? Kanino sa mga DCF dogs ang kukunin natin, di ba? Alright. So there you go. This is one of the videos na nakita natin. Kasi ang importante lang dito talaga is kung makikita natin yung body language ng mga aso, they're actually having fun. So, when your dogs are actually playing, it's a give and take. Hopefully, ako naman, I'm a skeptic. So, it could be a ghost. It could not be a ghost. Pero whatever it is, at least the dog is having fun, di ba? So yan, very important talaga na our dogs are having fun para naman at least, nga pala, are you taking your dog for trick-or-treating? Kasi dito sa village namin, well, at least wala sa ngayon. A few years back, I think they've had an effort to do that trick-or-treating. Pero since the start of the pandemic and since we started doing the podcast, wala na masyado nag-trick or treat. Pero I guess in some villages, good luck to you. Huwag nyo na isama yung dog nyo because dogs can get afraid or they might get frightened. Lalo kung hindi naman sila sanay dun sa mga costumes natin. Of course, tayo para sa mga bata, di ba? Or even some adults, we find it really interesting na, okay, kakatakutan. Lumalabas yung mga espiritu. Okay. So, yan yung mga kailangan natin tandaan na even with the dogs, hindi naman porke sanay na sila na okay na sa kanila. Okay? Now, we're going to play another video. So, again, kung gusto niyo manalo ng ating prize, ang prize natin for today is the sofa cover. Ayan. Si Mrs. Coach nangiinis doon sa background. Sabi niya gano'n. Ano, tapos ka na ba? Sabi ko, hindi. Magpa-podcast ako ngayon. Gusto kong kausap. Gusto ko magkaroon tayo ng episode, ng panibagong episode. Alright. Wait, is this a different video? Okay. Ito. Gusto ko to. Copy and paste that on our screen. Saying hello to Marilyn Haruke is watching. So thank you so much. Pinag-uusapan lang natin tungkol dun sa mga scary stuff na nakikita ng mga aso, yung mga caught on film. Hey guys, if you want to to share, kung meron kayong gusto ipakita, pa-check natin kung talagang legit ba yan ng multo. Pakita nyo sa akin. Okay? Alright, so let's play this next video. Alright, so dito makikita natin meron isang aso, actually dalawa. So yung isa nasa bandang itaas and then yung isa tumakbo na palayo. And then the second dog, okay, na naghihintay talaga, parang meron sila nakitang parang shadow. Tapos dun sa shadow na yun, papunta towards the camera. And then as the shadow is moving, parang meron isang spirit or lalaki na dumaan. So, if you're going to play that again, so makitang-kita talaga doon sa dog na nakikita niya from afar pa lang. And doon nung nakita niyang papalapit ang ating entity or whatever that the dog is seeing, nagko-cover na yung body language niya. So how do we know na nag-cover na yung body language niya? The tail immediately tucked in. Tapos mapapansin nyo, yung dog, ayaw niya nang tignan, pero syempre tumitingin din sila. And then ginagawa niya mas maliit yung sarili niya. So that's a body language ng dog na natatakot sila. So as we continue to play the video, next response ng aso ngayon is still staring at that alleged spirit. Tumakbo, walked a few feet away, tapos tumingin pa rin, pero nung nakita niyang papalapit pa rin, saka na siya tumakbo. So, what do you think of this video? Alright, even if you're listening, naniniwala ba kayo na kaya makakita ng aso? Okay? Ayan. So slowly, dumaan yon parang spirit na past the camera. Alright. So what's our take? Coach, ano bang take mo dito? Let's play the devil's advocate. Sabihin na natin na this is a real ghost. Well, again, I love ghost stories, by the way. That's where am I coming from? I love ghost stories. I love listening to it. I like to learn all about ghosts. And yung mga ganito kasi na mga nagmamanifest yung katawan o yun parang nakikita natin. Kasi spirits, kung tutusin kung spirits lang, they cannot do anything. They're just there. They're spirits. Meron daw mga ibang tao na nararamdaman yon o nakikita sila. Pero they will not harm you because they're just there. Spirits lang sila. Pero yung mga nagmamanifest na yung mga spirits, usually ito na yung mga meron heavy baggage. Yung meron mga negative energy na sinasabi nila. That's why, because of that heavy energy na meron doon sila, nagmamanifest na ngayon doon sa physical world. Yun yung mga sinasabi. If you believe in spirits, yan yung explanation dyan. And then maybe the dogs were so sensitive enough that they are able to pick that up. So, meron din tinatawag na ESP, extrasensory perception, na sinasabi meron mga ibang tao na fully capable and they're much more sensitive than the rest of the populace. Now, let's move on. Let's put on our scientific hat. Okay. It could be that this video has been manipulated para magkaroon ng million views. So, as of the upload, this video has garnered more than 1 million views. So, you can just say na probably natakot talaga kasi yung movement ng parang alleged spirit is actually swaying motion na parang it could have been someone who's just drunk. And then this video has been manipulated to appear that it's a spirit approaching the dog. And this was uploaded on the internet. Okay, and then it was just tagged appropriately na sabi the tag ghost playing with dogs caught on CCTV camera. Pero again, it's not actually a ghost playing with a dog. We don't see that. It's just probably a drunk person who was just passing that camera footage. And then, or it could even be staged. So, yun yung scientific hat natin. Diba? Pero again, hey, you know what? Baka nangyari naman talaga. Naalala nyo ba yun uso ng mga mga late 90s and mga year 2000? Okay, nauso to eh. I never really bought a book. Pero let's just give credit where credit is due. Naalala nyo ba yun mga best-selling pag pumupunta tayo sa National Bookstore? Okay, so I see a lot of people reading this before. And if you can remember, it's the True Philippine Ghost Stories. Yan. Paborito ito ng mga titas and titos siguro kung naabutan nyo to. Meron dito yung isang I think the book 1 is yung True Philippine Ghost Stories. Okay, ito yung sinasabi. Tapos pinag-usapan dito tungkol dun sa Concha Cruz Drive. Dito, malapit dito sa Parañaque. It's in BF Homes Parañaque, wherein meron mga sightings daw ng mga multo. Okay? And then, meron din yun, nasundan pa ito eh, nagkaroon ng ghost on Dimasalang Street. Doon sa susunod na book, yun, Antique, Spanish Bed. Yan. And then, nasunod pa, no? Meron pang mga ibang books about true Philippine ghost stories. Alin doon yung paborito nyo? Naabutan nyo ba? Okay. Alright. So let's talk about yung paggugunita natin doon sa mga dog. Okay? So, ilan na sa mga dogs ninyo ang nag-pass away? Kadalasan kasi tinatanong din sa akin to, for some reason, after ng isang webinar the past couple of years, na tinatanong ako about, Coach, what happens or parang how do you get over when your dog moves on or crosses the rainbow bridge? So since it's actually Halloween and tomorrow is All Saints Day, ginugunita natin ng mga loved ones natin. So same thing din naman if we are pet parents, you would want to probably remember yung mga pets natin. Diba? Meron nga yung movie dati Pet Cemetery, pero it's a horror flick. Okay, so how do you cope, okay, when you have, when you lost a pet, okay, and when you're grieving? So what do you do? Well, siguro, let's face the fact that eventually this bundle of joy that came into your life will give you immeasurable joy sa family. They will change your life forever, and they will be with you for a long time, and hopefully for a long time. Pero this same bundle of joy that comes into your life will eventually have to go, and it will scar you for life then. You will never really get over it. Siguro ang kailangan lang muna natin intindihin is accept na masakit yan, pero you have to prepare yourself. Okay? And then you also have to understand na your relationship with your pet is going to be really unique and completely irreplaceable. So kahit nang kumuha pa kayo ng dog or another cat, kung nag-bond talaga kayo, mahirap baguhin yon. Mahirap palitan. Okay? So how do we cope? Well, meron kasing attachment yan. So according to an expert, Gapert explains that attachment theory can play a role in how we process grief. Our attachment style develops in early childhood and is largely based on interactions with primary caregivers. What we learn during early development forms our worldview and shapes the way we connect and relate to others. So it may be that kasama na dyan yun, how you were raised, how you were taught. Okay? Kaya nga tayo, we have different ways of trying to remember the dead. Different culture, diba, has their way of remembering the dead. And that translate din yan even for our pets. Okay? Of course, when we lose a pet, minsan nagkakaroon dyan ng guilt. Okay? And at some point, tinanong din kami, actually, we had this discussion with Mrs. Coach before when we lost Sophie. Did we do enough? Yan yung mga tinatanong namin na, well, I think para sa akin, we have done enough. Pero if you're gonna be just focusing on that guilt, mahirap talaga mag-move on. Okay? When animals are older or very ill, we as caregivers are usually faced with the incredibly hard decision of when to say goodbye. We have also tried putting a couple of our cats down PTS, or we put them to sleep kasi meron na silang severe sickness na hindi magagamot. So if you feel na merong guilt, okay, it can help to shift your mindset. Okay, and then the same thing with euthanasia. It's actually, if you just give it a different perspective na no more pain and you're doing the right thing, it would be easier. Okay? So one of the other questions naman is, how long does grief last after losing a pet? Well, it can last as long as it takes. Okay? We process grief in our own way. There's no clear answer to how long these feelings will last for you. Each person is different. I was able to probably get past up to a certain degree. Pero as a professional dog trainer, whenever we train another Labrador, there will always be that snapshot of us training and petting and then bathing and then doing the same interactions with our Sophie, our Labrador. Okay, and every time that we interact with another golden retriever, some of those memories from our golden retriever who has also passed still comes back. Those memories. Okay, so siguro during the morning process, you just have to process it. Just take it slow. Very important yan. Okay? Sabi sa mga tip din is try to let yourself feel you've experienced a loss, and it's okay to let your feelings stay there, and then when you're surrounded by it, then that's fine. Okay? It's part of life. Okay? Cry whenever you feel like crying. Sinasabi nga ng mga experts. Though it's really hard, especially for men, because for men, we are trained to really not cry. I know it's probably old school mentality, pero ganun talaga. Pero just understand na, hey, crying is perfectly normal when you feel stress, when you feel sad. Okay? And then, sabi pa nga ng mga expert, tears releases stress hormones. Okay? So, I guess that's true, di ba? Especially for the ladies. When they cry, they kind of relieve or release stress. For men as well. Or kung ano man, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or a member of the LGBTQ plus. It doesn't matter. You're human, so it's perfectly human to cry. Just go ahead and process that on your own terms. All right. We have to also try to practice self-compassion. Be good to yourself. Try to engage in some self-care activities. When we lost our dog, I had to divert some of that pain. No, I tried to keep myself busy. I tried to train more dogs, and then help other people train their own dogs. So that's how I try to process that. Pero you also have to, maybe, if you think, take some time off. Okay? So, I think meron din maybe a week nung namatay si Sophie and lalong-lalo na si Ino. Ayan, I got depressed when Ino, one of my golden retriever, passed. Medyo ayoko mag-train nun. So, that's what happened. And I guess that's perfectly normal. Okay, anybody can just take some time off if you feel like taking the time off. If you feel like you're going to be better if you just focus on the job, then go. Maybe you're the type who would want to go yoga, or maybe go to a meditation class, or maybe just start going back to your old hobby. Okay. Or maybe just taking a warm bath, or maybe going to a spa. That would probably help. Okay? But you just have to forgive yourself. Another tip is consider talking with someone who can relate. And that probably is the biggest help, because we always talk about it. And then we're big with mental health. So talking to someone who would understand, and probably not even if they don't understand, but if they will just listen, that would really help. Okay? So those are some of the tips. Meron ba? Kayo ba? Meron ba kayong mga tips? You please leave that in the comment. Okay? If you're deciding to listen to the podcast later on, please share if you want to win the prize. Again, we're just talking about how to cope with grieving of your lost pet. So just to have a recap, we had attachment. We talked about attachment. We talked about the guilt. We talked about how long does someone process grief. And of course, and I've been you have to just go ahead and feel that moment and understand that it's probably not even your fault. Okay? And then remember to take care of yourself. All right? And then Tapos, you talk to someone na malapit sa'yo. Or maybe to just talk with random people. It sometimes help. Okay? Go through that morning process. And then, meron kasi mga time na parang you have to remove the crate, you have to repurpose the leash or yung mga clothing. You can remove those and keep it at your own pace. Maybe you're not ready to remove the leash. Then that's fine. Leave it there until you're ready to move on. And then maybe if you have other dogs, di ba? Baka pwede mong ipamana. So, it's up to you. So, and then, siguro, very important and usong-uso na ngayon is to considering a way to memorialize your pet. Maybe you can have your dog or your pet cremated. Maybe you can have them taxidermied. Diba? So, meron mga taong ganun na gusto nilang naka-taxidermy. Or maybe they just take photos or maybe they just have a painting up their wall. That's how some people go through the process of trying to remember their pet. So, those are the things I think that I really recommend na pwede natin gawin when we're trying to remember about our dogs. All right, guys. We're just keeping the podcast really short, but please go back, okay, to our previous episodes. We are available on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts. If you have Spotify, I'm pretty sure most of you Filipinos have Spotify. Please go ahead and then look for the dog behind the human. And we are trying to really jumpstart everything all over again. And maybe we can even try to have a new show for other stuff na gusto nyo. Please leave a comment. Give us an idea of what you want to know, what you want to listen. We love sharing information with you guys. And abangan nyo kasi we're just a few months, okay? It's actually really near na matapos na ang new facility natin sa Lipa. It's called the Dog Ranch. We are just super excited. Maybe we can have our next Halloween special there. Have a trick or treat maybe with the dogs. So a lot of exciting stuff is going on in and we are going to be launching that really soon in Lipa. All right. So to answer our question kanina, do dogs really see ghosts? Para sa atin, dogs are highly in tune with their surroundings, with our environment. Na maybe they are seeing a shadow somewhere, pero not necessarily it's a ghost. Maybe it's just a leaf flying by, or maybe it was actually a cat. Okay, a black cat that passed by na hindi nyo napansin. And that's what's causing the dog to bark or probably yodel. Okay? So, or maybe meron silang na-recognize na ibang boses.
Kunwari, nakakatakot yung boses na narinig nila.
Kung first time nilang marinig yon, baka tumahol sila. Baka matakot sila. So, just because of those special
abilities
of the dogs na mas makaramdam ng paligid nila, maaaring interpret natin yon na nakakakita sila ng multo. Or maybe we have our own biases na pinibigay natin. Okay? We are, in the scientific term, anthropomorphizing onto the dog. We're putting ourselves onto the dog. So kung takot tayo, we're assuming na takot din yung aso. Diba? So anyhow, thank you so much guys for listening for today's podcast. This is Dog Coach Francis. The dog behind the human. I will see you next week. Keep healthy. Keep safe. Don't forget to pet your dog. At huwag kang lilingon sa likod.